Well, are you all doing great this morning? Yes? So before we begin, I want each of you to stand up. Come on, all of you, rise from your seats quickly. Fantastic. So I want all of you to do exactly like the way I'm asking you to do. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that a yes? Fantastic. Let's do this, all right? I want all of you to do ooh. Let's do that with energy. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Well, this time I say TEDx, and I want you all to scream out loud, VSSUT, all right? But all of this together now. Ready? Is that a yes? Fantastic. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. TEDx. Fantastic. Please take your seats. Now, believe me, this is what every MC does. So do I. But how am I different? So listen to my story. My folks always told me, in a big place, you are a small man. And in a small place, you are a big man. I believed these words until I reached Bangalore. I was 21. I had completed my computer science engineering, like most of you folks have done, or most of you folks are about to do, hopefully. But when I entered IBM, my first reaction was, I could have swallowed a whole fish. But instead, IBM swallowed me. Dad's words were coming true. In a big place like Bangalore, you are a small man, a small girl. But you can't keep a fish from swimming. Back home in Mudbidri, which is about 400 kilometers from Bangalore, I was big. Ask me how. Ask me how. I was a chatterbox. I would talk at school, I would talk at home, I would talk to my neighbors, I would talk to my street folks, and if nobody was there, I would talk to the world. My parents were tired, and then it happened. Someone decided to make use of my talents. Professor Reena D'souza asked me to host our college annual day event, and looks like they liked what I did. He gave me another opportunity. Of all the things, I was asked to do a spiritual TV show, a TV channel in Mangalore. So I got to host this event. Yeah. Now, the spirits in me had been set on fire. Post-engineering, I arrived in IBM. And I was quiet for a few months in Bangalore. Nothing much happened. But can you keep the spirits down? No. So here's lesson number 1. If you think you are good at something, like me, pursue. 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 Thus, I quit IBM and I joined Amazon. Friends, after all, I needed the money. आखिर पापी पेट का जो सवाल है. So here's lesson number 2. Sometimes we deviate from one path, but the main goal always remains. Thus, I worked for close to 2 years in something what I had not even studied. It can happen to you too. I didn't like the job much, but the blessing in disguise was that I had a lot of free time. To do what in free time, you ask? To pursue my dream. To be an MC. Wait, a successful MC. Well, how did I do it? In my free time, I joined Toastmasters. I watched and aped Oprah Winfrey shows, the way she talks, her mannerisms, and her body language. I did this hours together. I also watched Sandeep Maheshwari's videos to motivate myself. And the most empowering lines from his talks for me were, पहले अपने फील्ड की पक्की खिलाड़ी तो बन जाओ. At first, be the best in your field. I also watched Les Brown's videos. He is an author, a motivational speaker, a big star in the US. Some of his favorite lines are, listen baby, this is me or P triple P. This is your planet plane popper. There will be none before me, there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me one and only, young and single, ready to mingle, certified, bona fide, duly qualified to bring a whole lot of satisfaction out of baby. Because I was hungry. You gotta be hungry. Did you just understand what I just said? Yes, yes, some of you know. But it was impressive, isn't it? So sometimes in life, you gotta be expressive to be impressive. And you know what? A good thing of being a star? If you are boring, the audience thinks it's their fault. And Les Brown is a star. Hey, not just that. I also watched Big B, Amitabh Bachchan's videos, speeches, his dialogue deliveries, the way he recited poems and much more. And after hours, I gave up. Who can imitate Amitabh Bachchan? So here's lesson number 3. Be original. Because everything else is taken. So, what happened then? So while I arrived at Amazon, I got my first break. I got to work along with the founder, CEO, and the chairman, Jeff Bezos. Honestly, they needed a bakra. In English, it's called an MC. Guess what? There was an audition too. 2 people competed. And I got through. How did I get through? The other guy was a genuine engineer, a software engineer, and engineers, they talk to machines. After all, there's a great deal in talking to humans, you see? And I got selected. Now, this gave me immense confidence. So a month later, I sent my resignation. And 3 days later, I took it back. Why? डर. क्योंकि पापी पेट का जो सवाल है. So, 15 days later, I resigned again. But this time, for good. The fire in me was burning. I had decided, either this will burn me bright or burn me to ashes. But I won't keep quiet. Now guess what? This made me give up corporate employee category in order to become a corporate presenter and MC. Some things just happen for the best, you see. Now, when I think about all these years, it feels brilliant, it feels great. Now, the next 3 months were very difficult for me. Nothing much happened. I even worked at 1,500 rupees, 3,000 rupees, but none for free. क्योंकि पापी पेट का जो सवाल है. Yeah. But what did I do in these 3 months? I started spying on my fellow competitors from the field. Some of them were average, but were charging more. And at any given standards, I was better, and I was charging less. Thus, I immediately hiked my price. So here's lesson number 4. If you think you are good, take what you deserve. Sometimes, even more. Well, after I hiked my price, work started pouring in. But how did all this happen? The law of the universe. I did not want to become an engineer, but I became an engineer. Like most of you in the house today, because my parents wanted me to, like most of your parents did. I became an engineer because my friends did, like most of yours did. I wanted to get married, have 2 or more kids, become fat and settle down. But instead, I came to Bangalore on a job I didn't want. I joined Amazon company for the bucks. Little did I realize that the universe was drawing me to something what I actually wanted to become, an MC. Somehow, the universe was showing me the way, but the paths were never straight, will never be. It is circuitous, there are hurdles. Sometimes you give up, and the times you don't, life doesn't give up on you. So in the year 2016, I had 2 milestones. 1, I got married. The kids and the fat will come later. Number 2, I competed in a beauty pageant, Mrs.India Earth 2016. I did not win the main title, but I was titled Mrs.India Earth Talented 2016. Thus, I decided to be Mrs. to my Mr. thereafter. However, I was slightly disappointed of not winning the main title, but I enjoyed the learning curve, which taught me how to walk the ramp, which taught me the makeup skills, and I made some amazing friends in this journey of life. So here's lesson number 5, and that is, one should not depend on title to define who you are. Sometimes in life, when you lose hope, remember, His plans better than your dreams. So, hey, didn't I tell you that it's difficult to hold me down? Yeah, it is. So last December 2018, I launched my own talk show on YouTube, which is called the Reena D'souza Show, which was also aired on Indigo 91.9 FM. The sole purpose of this show was to bring out the untold stories from sports personalities' lives. I had some popular names like India's finest spinner, Yuzvendra Chahal, RCB player, Mohammad Siraj, Kings 11 Punjab player, Karun Nair, and many more. And the best thing is, some of these episodes are at 3 lakhs plus viewership on YouTube. Now, how did this happen? This was possible because of some amazing friends who believed in my dreams and stood by me. Today, it's 9 years as an MC, a TV presenter, RJ, YouTuber, playing varied roles in this career of life, but I have not even arrived. I have so much to do. And guess what? This would continue, right? Today, I am a sports presenter on Star Sportsb1 Kannada, the Star Sports network, and I feel the icing on the cake has just begun. People see me as success because I've hosted 1,000+ shows, yeah? Seen best of the people and the worst. I stood my ground and I'm very proud of it. And when I say I'm a sports presenter, I'm equally proud of it too, because I've hosted some of the best leagues for Star Sports Network, like PRO KABADDI LEAGUE, Indian Super League, IPL, ICC Cricket World Cup 2019, T20s, ODIs, and I've recently hosted India versus Bangladesh T20 series. Well, sometimes I feel that success is frightening because you can't stop here. There's so much to do. The show must go on. Don't let that trouble you. Because for all of us in this house, the show must go on. It only depends if you want to be seated in an audience or you want to see yourself on the screen. Keep trying no matter what. The world is big enough to take you. There's enough space for all of us. You just need to find your slot and keep moving. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Francis and Rosie's second baby girl, a proud sister to Frida, the dear and the near and the only wife to Reena D'souza. Not your host for today, but your speaker at TEDxVSSUT. Talking is my style, it's my game. Reena D'souza is my name. Thank you so much, TEDxVSSUT. Thank you.